Now, on the flip side of that coin, CP3, we got to talk about it, especially after that Game 4 meltdown at the end. Oh, man.
And the evidence is going to show it wasn't enough.
You know, I'm starting to believe that CP3 has some sort of cachet that Doc Rivers has with the media, where no matter what they do, they get praised and they get opportunity after opportunity, even though their reputation sort of supersedes them. CP3 has had a lot of meltdown in the playoffs, especially in big key moments. You could look back in 2014 against OKC, especially in that Game 5. That was a complete meltdown. OKC ended up winning that series. You could look in 2013. Even though CP3 had a good series overall, he couldn't lead his team past the Grizzlies and Zach Randolph. And then especially what the media tends not to talk about is 2019 when the series was tied 2-2 and Kevin Durant went down with that injury. For Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry with a very thin bench to basically sweep James Harden and CP3 off the court in back-to-back games, that says a lot. And that's why the Warriors in that series, after they won, that's why they were celebrating so hard, because CP3 talked a lot of shit and they ended up dusting them boys with no KD. That does not get talked about a lot with CP3. But once again, he has a reputation that Doc Rivers has. It's just some sort of cachet with the media where they overlook these things. These guys get a lot of praise. Of course, CP3 has had a great career. He's almost like a prototypical point guard, but damn, it's just a lot of meltdowns in very big key situations in the playoffs. And Jrue Holiday, shout out to him. He clampered down on CP3. He was putting that big body that he has on CP3, and it looks like it wore him down. As the series kept on going, he just became not much as a factor at the end of the series as he was in the beginning, especially when they took that 2-0 lead. But CP3 being the leader of the Players Association, he's probably going to opt out, get his request granted for more money, because Phoenix, they have their hands tied behind their back. They're going to have to bet on his health, because they have to bring him back to show commitment of winning to Devin Booker, because it's going to look bad if they don't re-sign CP3, because right now it's been proven for them to be successful while having this guy. And it's going to say a lot to Devin Booker if they just all of a sudden just let him go over money. Now, I don't think the Phoenix Suns next season is going to be as good of a team, because Cameron Payne contract is up, Bridges contract is up, DeAndre Ayton got to get paid. I mean, the Phoenix Suns don't really have the reputation as a team to go over that luxury tax. So we'll see how that ownership handles that, because there's going to be quite a few teams in that kind of mid-southern western, region, like the Denver Nuggets, the Utah Jazz. Their ownerships are going to have to spend money too to keep these teams competitive. But overall, we'll see if CP3 body holds up. But once again, this guy has a cachet with the media where they just don't criticize him. I hear a lot like, oh man, poor CP3, he should have got a ring over Giannis, even though clearly on your TV screen you saw who was the better player. I should say, what team had the overall better player in that series? And it was clearly Milwaukee. And it's about time that Giannis and the Bucks get their respect. And when they look back in this series and evaluate Giannis and CP3, they're going to see in games 3, 4, 5, and 6 that the Suns had the lead in all those games, and Milwaukee was able to make a comeback. And also games 4, 5, and 6 all came down to pretty much the final possession. So Giannis stepped up and made big plays. CP3 didn't quite step up, especially in game 4. And it's going to be a mark on his resume, man. There's no doubt about it. And CP3, even though he is a Hall of Famer, there's just a lot on that resume of just showing in big key moments he actually fell short. And that does not get talked about enough.